Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hector Dominguez. If you're here with me tonight, scan the QR code, sorry, that is on the screen. I'm going to go over that a little bit later, but that will show you how to do a lot of the things that we're going to talk about today. Also, some housekeeping rules. If you're like me and you have a lot of different questions, but you need to get them out, go ahead and write them or type them, sorry, into the comments section. That way, when we get to the Q&A portion of tonight's event, we will be able to answer those for you. So let's jump right in. Understanding your reassessment, Hyde Park Township appeal. Listen, please, guys, if you want to be a great neighbor, go ahead and share this presentation right now. Go ahead and tag your neighborhood organization, your block club, your Protect the Block Club, your Stop the Crime Club, whatever is in your area. Please go ahead and share this tag. Do everything you can, be a great neighbor so that everyone can have access to this information. So let's start. Ladies and gentlemen, the person you see on the screen right now besides moi is the Cook County Assessor, Fritz Kagi. Now, what does his office, our office, actually do? We do a lot of different things, but I'm going to focus on kind of the things we do a lot. Sorry, I had a brain fart. So first, we are responsible for putting a value on your property based on what's called a mass appraisal system. We are also responsible for giving you access and processing your exemptions, also known as your discounts. So kind of like the homeowner exemption, the senior citizen exemption, the senior freeze exemption. We are also responsible for the appeal process, which is what we're going to talk about today. But here's what we're not responsible for. We're not responsible for your tax bill. We're not responsible for mailing out your tax bill, for collecting the monies from your tax bill, the taxing levies in your districts, the state's equalizer, the local township tax rates. That is not what our office is responsible for. So very quickly, every 3 years, properties are reassessed. And this year, Hyde Park is being reassessed. Your guys' deadline is September 11th, 2024. Fun fact, I was actually on an airplane on September 11th, 2001. Yeah, 2001. Crazy day. Had a broken leg and everything. It was nuts. But I digress. The deadline for Hyde Park Township is September 11th, 2024. So guys, please don't be the person that logs on at 11:59 p.m. on September 11th and thinks they're going to be able to finish, process, and file this appeal. It's not going to work that way. So some math for those of you all who enjoy it. What you see in front of you is a kind of /Hyde Park residential valuations with a little dash or hyphen in between all the words. Now here you'll see that a single family home, the average value of that property is about $127,000. For a condo, it's about $184,000, and for a multifamily property, that's $206,000. So what you need to do right now is look at your reassessment notice and go, am I within 10% of these values, up or down? If the answer is yes, can you still appeal? Absolutely. Will you win your appeal? Probably not. If you are nowhere near these values, you absolutely need to be appealing. I also want to show you or kind of draw attention to a newish tool that we have. It's about 2 years old, 2.5 years old, and it's our neighborhood code tool. This thing is awesome. It lets you go directly. So, okay, backtrack. Sometimes we like to go, man, I wonder what so-and-so is paying. I wonder what so-and-so is paying. I wonder what, you don't got to wonder anymore. Or, I'm sorry, their value of their home. You don't have to wonder anymore. You can use this tool, literally go into your township, your specific neighborhood code, and see what the values actually are. It's a cool tool to use. So to go ahead and use that, you absolutely want to use the link that was just dropped into the comment section. So we actually have questions. Good questions. We're going to answer those questions at the very end. I promise this is not going to be a long presentation. So to have more access to more information, you would just go to cookcountyassessor.com, put in your PIN number, and just go ahead and mess around with some of our drop-down menus. You can see the property characteristics, the exemption history, the appeal history, the certificate of error history, all kinds of fun information. Now, why would someone appeal? There are lots of different reasons why someone would appeal. I'm going to give you the three most common. The first one is lack of uniformity. That means you and I live in the same neighborhood, house built by the same person, same size, same color, same dimension, same everything. But for whatever reason, our values are different, which probably means our tax bills are different, and I want to know why. The next one is overvaluation. That's probably everybody here. There's no way my house is worth that much. If my house was worth that much, I'll sell it back to you right now, right? And lastly, is incorrect property description, also known as property description error. And this is just saying there's a factual error. Now, what does that mean? That means there's a factual error, not an opinionated error. What the heck is the difference? An opinionated error is my house is overvalued because my kitchen is ugly. It won't sell for that much. That's an opinionated error. A factual error is, hey, the assessor's office has been assessing me at 3,000 square feet, but I really only have 1,500. That's a factual error. We also have this data information here to kind of show you the difference. And again, this is for folks who want to get into the weeds. This is just a way for you to see kind of like the entire pie of your township to see how that math is divided up. What you see here is probably looks super familiar. It's a reassessment notice. You should have one in your hand, probably. It is black and white. It is not a tax bill. It is not a tax bill. It is not a tax bill. Ladies and gentlemen, this thing, this document that you have in front of you has your PIN number, has your important property characteristics, has your neighborhood code, has your fair market value, your assessed value, and on the back, not all, but a lot of them will have a list of all the exemptions you have applied for and received. So this is some good information for you to use to kind of just see where you're at. Now, what is the appeal process? Listen, it's easy. I got you. Trust me. Follow me. So first you receive a reassessment notice. Boom. Boom. After you are unhappy with your reassessment notice, you would file an appeal. Once you file an appeal, an analyst will then go ahead and review your appeal. And then based on the information you provide, they will go, hey, we're going to lower this value by such and such amount. Or, sorry, we're not going to lower this value by such and such amount. Either way, you're going to receive a decision letter via snail mail. That means it's going to come in your actual mailbox. Now, once you receive your decision letter, if you're satisfied, you have nothing to do. If you're not satisfied, then you want to contact the Cook County Board of Review. They have a similar process, but they are a different agency, totally separate and unique from us. Same kind of process. If you're satisfied with them, there's nothing you have to do. You just wait and reap the benefits. If you are not satisfied, you then will go to step number 3, which is the Property Tax and Appeal Board. That is not free. The assessor's office is free. The Board of Review is free. However, PTAB is not. Property Tax and Appeal Board. I don't know how much it costs. A lot of money. But I do know they're a little backlogged right now. They're processing 2020 appeals, I believe, 2021 appeals. So, you know, just understand what you're getting into. So to file an appeal, you go to cookcountyassessor.com/online appeals with a hyphen in between. Here you can start your appeal. You can edit your appeal. You can revise your appeal. You can save your appeal. You can pause your appeal. You can do everything you want to do. You can submit supporting documentation. And all of this can be done for free 99, ladies and gentlemen. Free 99. I wish I had a sign or a wah, 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 like a DJ sound or something. Free 99. You're going to receive letters in the mail from Swindle & Brothers and Barlam & Bailey's saying that they can lower your assessment by this amount for 33 1/3%. And listen, can you hire them? Absolutely. Do you need to? No, you do not. But that's your prerogative. You can do that if you want to. Please remember that your deadline is September 11th. That is what? How many days we have? That is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's in 5 weeks, guys. So 5 weeks from tomorrow. So please don't be late. Now, to file your appeal, it's easy. You want to go to cookcountyassessor.com. You want to click on the word appeal at the very top. Let me scroll over here. You want to click on the word appeals and click on File Online. Once that happens, this screen will pop up. you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom and click on residential property. If you're a condo co-op, you would click on condo co-op. And if you're commercial, you would click on commercial. We're going to do residential tonight. You would click on residential, and then if you have appealed with us in the past, it will ask you to log in. If this is brand new for you and you've never done this before ever in your life, then you can kind of create your own account here. It takes about 2 minutes, and then you can start your appeal. From here, you want to wait until the available filing screens pops up. You want to scroll again all the way to the bottom. And for you all, yours would say Residential Assessment Appeal 2024. It's been updated. I love it. Yes. So here it would say Residential Assessment Appeal 2024. Shout out, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Shout out to the Civic Engagement team, Civic Gang. They are in the background right now making me look so much better than I am. So I want to thank our team. I want to thank my team. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for always having my back in the background. So back on action. Let's go. So you want to click on Residential Assessment Appeal 2024, and then from there, begin filing. Now, listen, you only have to type, I believe, 8 times within this appeal, and of those 8 times, 2 of them are duplicates. So technically, you're only really typing 5 times. So listen, follow me. You can do this as we go along, or you can pause. If you're watching this, you can pause and do this on a different screen, but I'm going to show you how to do this. It's very simple. So the first thing you can do is type in your PIN number and click the word search. Once you click search, your name will pop up here. It'll auto-populate. However, if you are one of those homes that's had multiple, or you are one of those taxpayers, if you are one of those homes, if you have one of those properties that has had multiple owners, your name might not pop up here. Don't freak out. Just click and find your name, and then you start clicking on, and then you would click on Start Filing. And then wherever you see a checkbox or a red asterisk, you have to complete that task. So yours will look a little bit different than here, but just go ahead and click those checkboxes and click Next. This will auto-populate for you, so just click Next. Now, for folks who have they're appealing because their property description was wrong or something happened and they just never let us know, this is where you want to let us know. A certificate of error when it comes to an appeal is you saying, hey, something's wrong and it's been wrong for multiple years. An example of that would be, like I said earlier, if your square footage was incorrect for a few years and you want to let us know. So you just let us know what years that actually happened and click Next. But otherwise, 99% of you all aren't even going to touch the screen. You would just click Next. Now we need to know if you have a prorated property. A prorated property means you have a property that is on 2 different lots. How do you know that's you? Because you would be receiving 4 tax bills a year, 6 tax bills a year, right? Again, 99% of you all, it does not apply to you, so you would click Next. Ladies and gentlemen, we're already halfway done with this appeal, and you've only typed it once so far. So now we just need to know who you are. So again, wherever you see a red star or a drop-down menu or a checkbox, you want to complete that task. So here, you would just click the drop-down menu and click on taxpayer owner. Whatever you do for the first one, you do for the second one. Exact same thing. So taxpayer owner, you will go ahead and type in your name, and then this will auto-populate for you, and you would just need to have your phone number and your email address. Click Next. This will pop up for you. Just again, verify who you are. Click Next, or select, sorry. Now, property characteristics. The only folks that would touch anything on this screen are people who know for a fact that their property characteristics are incorrect. These are people who, again, their square footage is wrong. The number of bedrooms in their home is wrong. Kind of like that. Again, 99% of you all, you're not even going to touch this screen, so don't touch it. Leave it alone. No toca. Right? Next, you would go, we need to know what you believe your home is actually worth. So in this example, I'm just making up these numbers. We're saying your home is worth $200,000. You're saying there's no way. There's no way. Well, what do you believe your home is worth then? You would let us know here where it says desired market value. Desired market value, sorry. And then we need to know why you are appealing. So below, we already talked about lack of uniformity, overvaluation, and property description error. But we have vacancy. That means you have an empty property. If that's you, you will have to provide pictures as proof. Now, after that is fire damage. Excuse me. That's self-explanatory. If there was a fire, I'm so sorry. You have to provide proof. What does that look like? That looks like pictures, police reports, fire reports, insurance claims, things like that. Building is uninhabitable. That means you physically cannot live there. And then building no longer exists, self-explanatory. Now, for every reason you choose, you can choose every single reason up here. You have to give us a reason why, an explanation why. So just be ready to do that. Underneath there, you see field check request. This you can leave alone. However, if you do want someone to come to your home and redraw and remeasure your property, what you need to do is click yes, and then someone from our office will come out. We don't need an appointment. We don't make an appointment. We don't go in your home. We don't let you know. We don't contact you. We don't knock on your door. We don't ring your doorbell. We don't do anything. We literally go to your home, pull out our iPads, redraw and remeasure your property, call it a day. Bada bing, bada boom, right? Now, the next part is we need to know what type of property do you have? Do you have a single family home? Do you have a building with 6 apartments or less? Do you have a mixed use? Mixed use means you have like a restaurant or, a convenience store on the first floor and you live on the second floor. You have a townhome duplex. We need to know what kind of property do you have. Now for the part that everyone gets excited about. So comparable. So listen to me clearly. Our office does not require you to provide us with comparable properties. However, we understand there are some of you all that might want to provide that information to us. So we have 3 ways of doing so. I'm going to go over those 3 ways right now. So first, right here, you'll see search for comparable parcels. And then you'll see these fields automatically filtered for you. Do not touch them. If you change them, the comparables you will find will not be for your property. Leave this alone. You can't see it because of the screenshot, but right here, right at the bottom, it'll say find comparables or search for comparables. Sorry. Click that option and you'll find a list of comparables to choose from. Or you can, under custom and additional search criteria, put a specific one you want us to look at. We understand that, you might have someone you want us to compare yours to because you know for a fact it's comparable to yours. That's where you would do that at. Then once you type in that property, you'll be brought to this screen and then the compare and contrast screen. Sorry, one second. Click next. Then you'll get to the compare and contrast screen. So from here, we just want to make sure this is the property you want us to look at, right? I only chose one for this exercise, but you can choose as many as you want. If for whatever reason you made a mistake, you would just click previous and do it again. Or if this is correct, just click next. And then here comes the 3rd way for you to submit comparable properties to our office. And the best way to do this is you can have an Excel spreadsheet, a Word document, a pictures, sales analysis, whatever you want to submit, you would submit here. Then you would type in your name, your phone number, and your email address and click submit. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get a giant, are you sure you want to submit this finally? Because up to right here, you can stop, pause, edit, quit, delete, return, do not pass, go, right? You can do whatever you want here. But the moment you click yes, your appeal is submitted. And this is your confirmation page. We get this email every day. Hey guys, I filed an appeal. Here's my filing ID number. I never got a confirmation page. The confirmation page has your filing ID number on it. So if you have your filing ID number, then you have your confirmation page. Now, your filing ID number is very important. Take a screenshot, write it down, tattoo it on yourself, whatever you want to do. But without that information, we cannot check the status of your appeal. So please go ahead and do that. For more information about your property, the exemption history, the appeal history, the assessment history, all of that jazz, you can go to cookcountyassessor.com. Also, very quickly, this is not an exemption workshop, but I do want to go over these very quickly. We do have the homeowner exemption, the senior citizen exemption, the senior freeze exemption, the veteran with disability exemption, the returning veterans exemption, the persons with disability exemption, the home improvement exemption, and the long-time exemption. All of these are available to you, and if you qualify for them, you can apply. This is what a tax bill looks like. Bottom left-hand corner, highlighted in red and enlarged on the right. This is where your discounts will be listed, but I do want to, I don't know. I want to show you something. I'm trying to think of an elegant way to say that, but I want to show you something. Draw your attention to right here. So in the middle of your tax bill here, it's divided into 3 sections. Top portion has your bill and due dates. Middle portion has your taxing districts. Bottom portion is the calculation. The middle portion now looks like this, which is very good because it actually shows you where you're paying more at, right? It's showing you where you're paying everything at, where your money is actually going to the penny. It'll tell you what you paid last year and what you paid this year. So kudos to the Cook County Treasurer's Office for changing the design of this tax bill. I love it. Now, if you want to connect with us directly, you can contact us at 312-443-7550. You can contact us on social media. You can contact us by using this QR code. You can make an appointment at the Chicago downtown location, 118 North Clark, at the Markham Courthouse location, 16501 South Kedzie, at the Skokie Courthouse location, 5600 West Old Orchard Road, room 149, or the Bridgeview Courthouse location, 10220 South 76th Avenue, room 205. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the presentation. But I saw we had a question, so let's dive right in. Diane says, will this info have any impact on seniors who are currently receiving homeowners exemption tax discounts on their property? Great question, Diane. So if you are a senior and you are only receiving the homeowner and senior citizen exemption, go ahead and appeal. Nothing's going to happen. Worst case scenario, nothing happens, right? Best case scenario, you get a reduction. If you are on the senior freeze, please listen to me closely. The senior freeze offsets increases. So the higher your property value is, the greater your senior freeze savings is, the lower your tax bill is over time. If you want to file an appeal, essentially what you're saying is you want us to lower your value. Well, if your value is lowered, then the offset amount is lowered as well, meaning your senior free savings discount is decreased and your tax bill can be increased. So just be warned, if you are on the senior freeze, it may not be in your best interest to file this appeal. So I hope that helps. Let's see if we have any other questions. Looks like we do not. So thank you for joining us. Listen, I love you. We love you. It's a beautiful, well, no, actually, it wasn't a beautiful day. Love you guys, man. Thank you guys for being here with me. Thank you for spending your evenings with me. I really appreciate it. You guys could be, it's dinner time. You could be doing anything else, anywhere else, but you're here with me. So I love you guys. Thank you guys. You guys have a great night. Be safe.